get Clever vs. Solar. That's going to be a really good TVZ that's also currently ongoing. I'm sure that's being casted by someone out there. I'm sure it's being covered by another channel, but here we go with jumping on in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ghost River. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Genji Esports. It is Trap. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player from the land of China, representing Offside Esports. It is Firefly. I can't believe my eyes. 10,000 Fireflies. If you're in the chat, predictions are open. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this PvP. I would say that when it comes to Lancer and Firefly, I do rate Firefly slightly higher than Lancer. And hey, that last PvP went all the way to the ace match. I'm ready. I'm ready for some more chaos. I'm ready to see if Firefly can take it to Trap, force an ace match as well, maybe even take the series. Trap is the favorite player, but I want to believe my eyes. I want to believe in Firefly. Let's go. Probe Scouts are moving out. Game 1 is going to be here on Ghost River, a very small map, very small, very congested, and does favor aggression as well. It's going to be a 2-gate opener here from both players. 2 gates all around, and we'll see what we embrace. Again, you can already see the difference between Cyan, or I should say Lancer, and Firefly, where Lancer did embrace more macro maps. I'm referring to Amphion and Site Delta specifically, because they both lend towards gate expands. And here we can see Firefly embracing a much smaller map and a much more aggressive map. At least initially. So we are going to be settling in. Here we go. As we're waiting for the Cybercore to finish up, we're waiting for our initial units of choice. Do we open up Stalker Sentry, double Stalker, double Adept? What do we embrace? Where are we headed? As Cybercores are now done, and it's going to be double Adept out of Firefly. It's going to be Stalker Sentry out of Trap. So much more standard economic opener here out of Trap, or much more macro-oriented. With the help of the Sentry, going to be able to scout, it's going to be able to get a read on what Firefly is up to. Meanwhile, Firefly is going to be in the face of Trap. Opening up with double Adept, and do we double down and go for a 3rd and 4th Adept as well? Ooh, as we're being hyper-aggressive, it's going to be Adepts alongside Oracles. We have a Stargate thrown down here by Firefly. Taking up, going for the Oracle Harass. First 2 Adepts are moving out. And the Oracle is on the horizon. Let's do move out across the map. Trap is able to avoid the Adepts with the Probe, is dipping back in, and will confirm the Nexus timing. It does get eyes on the expansion and does even slip into the main. Very nicely done here by Trap. Does slip in, gets a full scout of the main base, does confirm the Oracle follow-up. Back at home, he's in position. Does keep up, does wall off. Nexus on the way, shield batteries as well. And we should be soon seeing that shield battery in the main to keep up with those Oracles. Nice force through, we lock down the Adepts. Ooh, we don't quite get the kill. Adepts will slip away. They do escape. Just barely. Also, I did notice Gemini in the chat. Oh, Papi. Are you allowed to say who you're cheering for? Gemini, who is a bit of a trap boy, but at the same time, Firefly's your boy, Papi. Ah. The offside boys, Papi. Aye, aye, aye. Regardless, we do see Trap moving out across the map. Does force field the ramp. Oh, we commit to the shade. Shield battery does finish up just in time. We'll be able to hold on. We'll be able to survive. Meanwhile, Trap going to be reinforcing. Additional Stalkers on the way. And we have our take of choice for Trap. It is going to be the Twilight Council working towards Blink. Nice force hood. Once again, we lock down the army. And we trap those Adepts. Saw them go down. Very nice control here by Trap. As both Adepts do fall at the same time, though, as the army's busy, the Oracles are moving out. Double Oracle towards the natural base, but Stalkers are in position. Trap is ready. Yeah, he does focus on the first Oracle. Oracle goes down for 2 probes. Not worth it. Oh, no! One Oracle falls the other. Takes a lot of hits as well. Firefly does get away. But so far, not worth it. So far, Trap has been holding beautifully here. Shutting down the Adepts, shutting down the Oracles. Does defend. Likewise, splitting up his Stalkers between his natural and his main. And the pressure is now on Firefly to catch up. Pressure is on Firefly. So he's going to be expanding, taking a 3rd. Oracle trying to find some kind of damage here. Trap is all over it. Oh, does catch a probe. Barely does thread the needle. Oh no! Almost thread the needle, but Strappy was in position here at the third base location as well, and the Oracle goes down. That is what, 2 Oracles for 3 probes? Ay, ay, ay. Again, Trap, he just needed that series against Lancer to wake up. He just he was able to ease into these longer, more macro games. And now he's ready. He's ready for the chaos. Ready for the intensity that Firefly does bring to the table. And Trap, he's getting intense, Mappy, as we're moving out across the map, third base behind this. Looking at our army sizes, we have 8 Stalkers here for Trap. We have our sentries as well. We can force field, we can look down the army. Blink is not done, bear that in mind. Without Blink, force fields can catch out these Stalkers. Speaking of, Adepts get into the mineral line, probes are going down. We catch 1 Stalker. And probes are falling. And Trap catching 4 probes here at the natural. And he's looking for those Stalkers, and he won't quite find them. Stalkers, they do slip away. Firefly rotates over. Blink is now done. He does hold on to the third, but that was still 5 probes going down. Very nice damage dealt here by Trap. And Trap, he's not done. He doesn't even need to. He's not even behind, but anytime. Dark Shrine, Pappy. Let's go. Dark Shrine has been thrown down. DT is going to be on the horizon. DT is already morphing in. And Firefly, do we have detection? We do not. Not currently. Robo is still on the way. DTs may have just been spotted. As Firefly gets the hell out of there. Again, very possible here that he did notice a shimmer and notice the units just clashing with his own. Yeah, he knows. He's chasing back those DTs, trying to lock them down. Cannon's on the way. We're getting on top of the cannon. Robo's not done. Cannon is going to fall. We get into the mineral line and we can one-shot workers. The shield battery does nothing. GG gets called. Detection not ready in time. And Trap will take game number 1. GG. Oh my god. Trap, calm down. Again, a very different kind of dynamic here that we saw previously between Trap and Lancer, where we had more slower games, which were more back and forth in the mid game. Here we had a lot of chaos. We had a lot of aggression. Firefly brought that to the table, and Trap, he was able to keep up, if not exceed, the aggression here of Firefly, shutting down the Oracle harass, getting a depth harass of his own, and just keeping up the pace and overwhelming Firefly in the end. Very impressive stuff there by Trap. GG. GG, well played. At least Protoss can win 1 tournament a week. What are you talking about, man? What do you mean? 1 tournament? There's ESL Asia, there's ESL Americas, there's ESL Europe, there's KSL, MW. You're just telling us that you don't watch enough StarCraft. Ay ay ay. Watch more StarCraft, Pappy. Here we go. We're selling it. As spawning in the top left-hand corner. In the top left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Gen G Esports, leading the series 1-0. It is Trap. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Red Protoss player representing Offside Esports down in the series. Hoping to bounce back. I'm hoping for an ace match. It is Firefly. What about Katowice? That is not a weekly tournament. Katowice, that's a big premier event, man. As we are going to be moving out. Once again, setting up our 2 gate openers, I imagine. We'll see if either one does try to cut some corners and go for a max gate expand. We'll keep an eye on both Firefly and Trap. We'll see. One day of the week was given a Protoss. It was written in the Holy Scriptures. True, true. The PvP ESL weeklies. True. Kappa. as we are going to be tipping in. Scouting each other. Once again, 2-gate opener out of Firefly, 2-gate opener out of Trap. We are mirroring each other, and we'll see how we embrace this. We'll see what kind of initial units we do embrace and do go for. As a reminder, in game 1, we had Firefly open up double Adept into the Stargate, into the Oracle with mixed success. It was not too successful. It was a rough start. It was a rough start for Firefly. We'll see if we double down, and if he's like, you know what, let me just do that again. I know that I can make this actually work. I can bring it all together. Or if he takes a more macro approach. As we have double Stalker out of Trap and double Stalker out of Firefly. Let's go. Okay, a bit of a more assertive start here from our players. Going to be moving out with our initial Stalkers. Looking to clash. Looking to face off. Protoss never even makes grand finals. Ah, Bap, you keep exposing yourself. You didn't watch Stars War 11. Bappy. Ah. Smooch. You also didn't watch Masters Coliseum earlier this year as well. Ah. That was Hero versus Cyril in the finals, and Hero versus Maru in the finals as well of Stars War 11. Let me direct you !YouTube in the chats, and then you can watch those games if you want. You can watch some StarCraft on the KranKy Ducklings YouTube, man. SNW. Aye. And so now we're going to be settling in. It's going to be, we're doubling down, getting into a 3rd and 4th Stalker. Let's go. Getting up to 4 Stalkers. Trap going to be moving out. Meanwhile, Firefly back at home, embracing sentries. This does mean that Firefly will have less firepower. He will have less DPS. But we do have shield batteries. We do have the force field as well. Hallucination moves out, and Trap is going to be moving in. We'll see what we can get done. Trading with the army. Shield battery does finish up just in time. Firefly playing it safe. Does play it safe. The pylon taking a lot of damage. Oh, the control. Oh my god. Very delicate micro here out of Trap. Just trying to poke in, trying to dip in whenever he can. Getting a bit of hull damage. On the sentry on the pylon. We even bait out the force field, Spappy. Oh, as we do force him back. Behind this, it was a Stargate opener. The Oracle does take a lot of hits. Doesn't actually get much done in the main. But Trap will back off. Ooh, and Firefly holds. Firefly, he does hold on. He does survive. Both players getting their natural bases up and running. And that Trap is going to be, at least for now, deflected. Behind this, Trap only went for a single Oracle. Did not go for a second. And is working towards Blink. Blink is on the way. Just the one Oracle here for Trap. Behind this, a Firefly getting to his own Blink opener. As the Twilight Council is going to be following up this Robo. Prison's moving out. Bold move by Firefly. We'll see if he can move out unscouted. See if he can get away. Whew, and we can breathe. we can take a moment, Papa. We can take a moment to breathe. We can calm things down. Trap backs up, gets a revelation, gets eyes on the later Twilight Council. I believe Trap also saw the Robo. Yes, the Robo has been scouted as well. This time Firefly won't be done dirty by the DTs. He has the Observer, has detection. Let's go. Mortal production has begun. Glaive's going to be researched, not Blink. Let's go. Additional gateways are on the way. Very aggressive here, very committed by Firefly. Starting off that immortal production very early on. Embracing Glaives. Going for more gateways as Trap expands. DTs do shade, sorry, Adepts do shade in. Shade into the main. 3 probes, not bad. Getting a 4th. 4 probe kills, we get a full scout. And we shade back towards the natural. The Stalkers, they were lying in wait, they get shut down. But 4 probe kills, not bad. And bearing in mind as well, as Trap is expanding, Firefly is not. No expansion, more gates, oh my god, more gates on the way. We're getting 6 more gates. It's going to be a 2-base, 8-gate all-in here out of Firefly. It's all or nothing for our red Protoss. Let's go. We are doubling down with Mass Adepts and Immortals. And we'll see if Trap can survive. We'll see if he can hold. As the Depse shade in, and we see so much in the main base. Trap, he confirms the additional gateways. Doesn't confirm all of them. It looks like we only see half, so only 4 gateways spotted for now. Immortals are moving out. Also spotted by Trap. Back at home, going for his own gateway explosion, but Trap, he needs more time. Does need more time trying to catch out the army. He is spotted. Sentry goes down. Observer as well. Observer does fall, forcing out another. Backup Observer on the way. Firefly pushing. Trap, can he hold on to that third base? Get caught a bit out of position. Force the blink back, making our way towards the Nexus. And we can't afford to give it up. You can see here Trap, he's got a wall of shield batteries ready here at the natural. We give up on the third. But despite doing so, can we still hold? As that is 2 Immortals. We're shading behind the army. We force the blink. Shield batteries are ready. Overcharge is popped. That's still 3 Immortals in the back line. The force fields, they do zone away the Immortals. The Immortals, they do nothing. Nothing for now. But the force field is about to run out. Meaning's coming into lift. Yeah, Overcharge does barely run out. Immortals, they're getting on top of the Stalkers. The Stalkers are falling. And it looks like a Firefly may just have too much. Yeah, despite the shield batteries. The Immortals, they break through the Stalkers. GG gets called, and Firefly, he pops off, and we force the ace match. Whew. GG. Yeah, the 2-base all-in does hit a little bit too hard, and we're going all the way to game 3. Bold move here out of Firefly, bold move, and Trap was getting ready. Again, we had a wall of shield batteries on the way, but alas, those Immortals, they still did so much damage. They still powered through the shield batteries regardless. So many Adepts as well. And we're going all the way to the ace match. Oh boy. And we have a map of choice. It's going to be Crimson Court. Going to be embracing Crimson Court here as game 3. Oh. And yeah, unfortunately, Trap just wasn't able to prepare in time. Likewise, also didn't scout all the gateways in the main either with the shade. I'm sure that would have tipped him off a little bit more. But yeah, it was a rough position there for Trap. And now we're getting into the ace match. Let's go. We're getting into game 3 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Crimson Court. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Gen G Esports. It is Trap. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Chinese Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Offside Esports, tying up the series 1-1. Forcing the ace match. It is Firefly. Okay, let's go. Again, it's been a very aggressive and very dynamic best of 3 so far. A lot of aggression we've been in each other's face, game 1 and in game 2. And what happens here in game 3? Where are we headed? Where are we going? Now we're loading into Crimson Court. Crimson Court is an interesting one. On the one hand, it's known for having a very secure third base, just because you have to kind of jump through a lot of hoops to actually lay siege upon the third. At the same time, though, in this matchup in PvP, I mean, with Mass Blink Stalker, you can bypass some of these rocks, you can rotate around, you can threaten bases. We'll see if it goes as far as, oh my god, we do delay the gateway! Trap, calm down! The gateway was delayed by a little bit there. Quite an annoying move there by Trap. So we'll delay the gateway. Cybercore is on the way. Trap just being slightly annoying early on. Let's go. Behind this, getting into his own 2-gate setup. This tells me that Firefly's gate is going to be a little bit off timing. It's going to be a little bit awkward early on, just a little bit. Off balance, if you will. As the Cybercore is soon to finish, gateways are finishing up. I think the gateway will finish up just as the Cybercore finishes. It's okay. The timing's fine. Yeah, we're good. Does finish up. 2 Stalkers on the way here for Firefly. Trap opening up Stalker Sentry instead. So Trap going for, again, a bit of a more macro-oriented beginning here. Being less aggressive and being more scouting-oriented. Meanwhile, Firefly opening up double Stalker, can follow this up with 2 more Stalkers as well. Bit of a more aggressive start out of Firefly. Here we go. delay our expansions. There we go. It is going to be a third and fourth Stalker behind this. Firefly is going to be pushing. Meanwhile, Trap back at home and getting to his own additional Stalkers as well. Both players are going to be expanding. Firefly does barely get the first shot off. Has to respect the high ground, the tall grass even. Does have to respect it. More Stalkers on the way. He is moving out on the right hand side. A Trap does spot the movement. He is going to be keeping up. Behind this we have a Robo follow-up. Stalkers do clash. Again, Firefly does have the Stalker lead. And he's going for the sentry. Up! Ooh, bleeds out a Stalker though. Stalker goes down. Trap does pull away. Nice force field as well. And we catch out 3 Stalkers. Oh my god! 3 Stalkers, 1 sentry. A beautiful trade here for Trap. We can use Lost Tab again. 3 Stalkers for 1 sentry. An insane trade here for Trap. And Firefly has to get the hell out of here. Has to race back home. Has lost a lot of momentum. Thankfully, we have sentries to defend. We can force field. No shield battery, not yet. Firefly in a bit of trouble. There we go. We have another warp in. Immortal's being chronoed as we speak. We should be okay. I say should. Trap is going to be reinforcing with Adepts. Just poking and prodding for now. Going for the sentries. Does get 1. Up. Oh my god. Saves the Stalker. Shade is cancelled. And Trap does retreat. And again, just really efficient trades here out of Trap. Not losing another unit. Does pull away behind this, getting into his own Immortal production. A much safer follow-up here out of Trap, embracing Immortals. Meanwhile, Firefly looking to be aggressive himself, going for the Prism, looking to move out. Adepts aren't getting caught. We shade into the middle line. Probes are going down. Here we get 2. We get at least 2 probes. We could maybe get a third. And not quite. As I said, we're trying to catch out the Immortal. It's going to be close. The Prism comes in, and Firefly, he will take this fight. Yeah, good juggling here out of Firefly. He shouldn't lose the Immortal. Does barely save it. Does get low. Firefly does save it in the end. Instead, catching Trap out. Again, you can see here, Trap lost 4 Stalkers for that. And didn't get anything. So we are getting quite back and forth here. It's 4 Stalkers in the sentry. Trap pulling back. Both players taking up. Just see a Forge on the way for Firefly, working towards upgrades, working towards +1. Meanwhile, Twilight Council here for Trap. I imagine working towards Blink. Or Glaives. True. Immortal jump into the main. We catch out a Stalker. We get 2. Yeah, 2 Stalkers go down, and we're going for the third as well. Yeah, we cannot escape. 3 Stalkers fall. Probes as well at the same time. Adepts, they get across the map. That's 5 probe kills. Firefly doing well for himself. Does take a worker lead. And a supply lead as well. And we're still not done. We dip into the natural. More probes falling, and it is going to be Glaives. Glaives on the way for Trap. Still bleeding out even more probes. Things are looking a little bit bleak here for our Protoss player, for our blue Protoss even. So we get 11, 12. Oh, we're going to get 13. We're going to get the Stalker as well. And no fear here from Firefly. Oof. These Immortals, they get so much value, so much damage. Firefly taking a third. Meanwhile, it looks like Trap may just embrace the 2 base all-in. We'll see if we throw down additional gateways or if we throw down a 3rd base. Like, does Trap expand, or does he double down? Getting a Stalker. Water drop coming back in. Taking up a sentry. Limited anti-air, so we can just juggle up to our heart's content. The War Prism is not being threatened. We get another 6 probes. And yeah, 2 more gates. 2 more gates are on the way. Trap, he's going for the all-in. He has to at this point. Trap getting up to 6 gateways. And he has to move out. So straight up 2 base all-in here from Trap. Meanwhile, Firefly, he's doing more economic damage, but does he have enough at home to defend? That's the question. Is he spread too thin? And these immortals, they're across the map. And we're going to need them at home. There we go. There's the recall. Immortals aren't recalled back. Gonna be called out. Oh, we barely do save them. Nice control out of Firefly. Good control. Shuts down the Adepts. Does shut them down. Firefly is holding. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Firefly. Trap, he's on a timer. He's up against the wall. He's on a timer. Overcharge is popped. Trap trying to shade past. And he will commit to the shade. But we have a full wall off. We have a full wall here at the natural. Immortals are being forced back. Here at the natural base, the Adepts, they do break in. They break into the natural, pushing into the main. Firefly out of position. Probes are going down. We get 6 probe kills. We force the recall. This is okay damage, but we do need more. Remember, Firefly has a third. And Trap does not. And Trap now forced to expand. Again, he dealt an okay amount of damage, but was hoping for more. The other worrisome thing here is the upgrades. +2 is on the way. We have +2 for Firefly, getting further and further ahead in those upgrades. Adepts getting called out. Nice blinks here for Firefly. Does bully the Adepts back. GG gets called as across the map the third base also gets denied. And Firefly will take the series 2-1, knocking Trap out of KungFu Cup. GG. GG, well played. It was a very, very intense series. Very back and forth. Both Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3 as well. Went all the way to the ace match. But alas, Trap, his run ends here. And Firefly will advance on. He does avenge. Lancer does avenge his fallen countrymen. And does make it into the next round. GG. GG, well played. Trap did well for himself, making it this far. Did take down Lancer to make it here, but alas, did meet his end at Firefly. I mean, that's PvP. PvP is very chaotic. It's very aggressive. Very little room for error. There's a lot of punishment as well. Things can very quickly escalate out of hand and escalate out of control. Congratulations here to Firefly. Congrats, Papi. Congrats. I can't believe my eyes, Papi. Can't believe them. 10,000 Fireflies. And we have some catching up to do. We have to figure out where we're headed. Where are we going, Papi? Where are we going?